What's up, you guys? What's up, YouTube? And what's up, beautiful people? I'm bragging on my new flat iron. But first of all, thank you guys so much for your support. My channel is growing. I've only been on here a year, and I have a lot of content on here. Please continue to like, to comment, to share, and to subscribe. My channel will not grow without your support. So thank you in advance for all who are already supporting me and all those who will support me. So I'm bragging because I just bought this new flat iron. It's FHI. It's 1/2 inch. It's the platform. I believe I paid about $150, $160, and I got it from the FHI website. One thing about buying flat irons, professional flat irons that are on the pricier side, you want to be careful because sometimes when you get them on different websites, they may be a knockoff, may not be the real authentic flat iron. So you don't want to pay $150, $160 and get a knockoff version. But this FHI 1/2 inch flat iron is very, very lightweight. It's not heavy at all. And it's a 1/2 inch for shorter, like pixie styles, as you can see this mannequin. And I'm having to get acclimated to using it because I use the Babyliss, the blue flat irons a lot, and those are heavier. So with this FHI platform 1/2 inch, it is extremely lightweight, which is great for my hand and wrist and all that. But definitely, I'm having to get acclimated to using it. So here I am again on another pixie style. I've already shampooed, molded, and dried it, as you saw me take the black paper strips off. Now, some stylists, they may use the Velcro strips. They may use the cloth fabric strips. I prefer to use the paper strips because just using the paper strips on clients is way more sanitary than reusing any kind of Velcro or any other kind of strip that you may use over and over and over on different clients' hair. I prefer the paper strips because they're sanitary, they're one use, and it's just better, more sanitary and better for the client's hair and for their safety. So here I'm not doing much cutting. I'm just cutting around the right by the ear just to cut it down. It was a little too long on that side. So just combing out the mold a little bit. And now I'm about to start curling with my new flat iron. You guys can see me use it. Again, thanks so very much for your support. You guys are helping my channel to grow. My channel would not grow without you guys. So for you all who already follow my channel, you've already subscribed, I really appreciate it. For you new viewers who may be your first time watching or first time on my channel, thank you so much for viewing. But please subscribe. You can help me greatly to help my channel grow by just clicking on that subscribe icon and also the bell. Once you click subscribe, then you're following me on my channel. And I appreciate it. You're supporting me. And I'm grateful for that. Once you click the bell, that means that every time I post a new video, you're going to be the first to be notified. When you make a comment, then I can see if there's anything you want to see. You can put that in the comment. If you have any feedback, you can put that in the comment. And all of my comments that you put or anyone put on my channel, I view them first and then I approve them. So feedback, anything that you might want to see on my channel. Again, I'm a licensed hairstylist in Swanee, Georgia, northern suburbs of Atlanta, Georgia. And I am licensed, been doing hair. I'm a veteran in the industry, doing hair over 30 years. So continuing to just go down with this 1/2 inch, just pretty much bumping. When you're doing short hair pixie styles, you can use Marcel irons, but you have to understand if you use those, they are usually heavier. You cannot regulate the heat. With the flat iron, any kind of flat iron, most of them go up to 450. So, when you turn it on 450, you know that it's 450. And you know it's not getting any hotter than 450. But when you're using the Marcel irons and you're sticking them in the stove, we really don't know what temperature it is when we pull it out. There's no way we can know. Even if we get a white paper towel or a white piece of paper or anything that's going to show the heat level, it's still not telling us what the temperature is. So I prefer using flat irons for that reason, because I can regulate the temperature and I can make sure that a client is not paying me to damage their hair or to use too much heat on their hair, which will in turn cause damage. Unless the hair is so short on the sides and back. Now they have pencil flat irons, though, that are very, very small. And I actually have one, but usually on the YouTube, I'm not curling all the way down the nape. I'm just curling the parts that you see me curling. But they do have flat irons that they call pencil, Pencil, pencil flat irons that are very small that you can definitely curl the short pieces on the nape and on the sides. So you see me just continuing to curl the hair using like on base curls with this 1/2 inch flat iron. Now this is a repurposed mannequin, so the sides were already cut down very short previously. So there's nothing I can do about that. It's already cut down short. So you just watching me curl the hair, and you see my wrist kind of going to my left. Just taking the curl in that direction. Once you get to the top of the head rather, when you're doing pixie styles, it's kind of good to take the curls in a variety of directions. And so you're going to kind of see me doing that. It gives like a better look than everything going in the same direction. And so once I get to the top and in the crown of the head, I'm kind of curling the curls in all different directions. Some of them going to the left, some to the right, some forward, some backwards. That gives the hair texture, and that helps to also fill in any gaps or holes that may be created in the hair. And when I say holes, I mean like gaps or any places where you see the hair will look separated or the curls will look like they're separated. So by curling in all these different directions, when you get to the top of the head, crown of the head, when you're curling the hair in all these different directions, that's going to help the hair for you not to have like parts in the hair or, basically where it's going to stop the possibility of seeing gaps, holes, and parts and sections in the hair. If you can kind of imagine if you're curling all in the same direction or something like that. So when you get to the top and the crown, if you take those curls in all different directions, then you'll be certain not to end up with a bunch of parts or a bunch of gaps or sections in the head and in the hair where you can see the client's scalp, or you can see holes where it's really not blending good. So you see me putting that curl, taking it to my right. Then you want to curl a curl right next to it. There we go with that curl. Then you just continue on. And then, you also want to kind of decide what kind of style you're going to do with this one. Like if you want a part to show, that's all well and good. If you want a part on the client's left side of their head or on the right side of the head. And then when you put a part, if you want a part showing, then of course you're going to curl the hair in the opposite direction of the part. Because if the client wants a part to show, then you wouldn't be putting curls in the direction of the part, because then you'll be covering up the part. So you're going to curl in the opposite direction of the part. So here you saw I didn't put any part. When you saw me take the mold down, you didn't see any part. So now say, for instance, if I had a part on the left side of the client's head or on this mannequin's head, I would be putting my curls to the right, in the right direction, because that way that part will be able to show. So once you practice a lot with your mannequin that you have, or if you have a client that you like to practice on, once you continue and continue and continue, you're going to get better and better, and you're going to get faster and faster. And you're going to know which products you like using the best. I mean, all stylists, we all like using what we like using. Some people like, one product. Some like another one. Some people like hairspray. Some like spritz. I mean, everybody's different. So if you see everybody using one thing on YouTube or, in the salon that you may work in, that doesn't mean you have to use it. That just means you have to find out what you like using. So as you see me curling these curls, you see the curls look kind of tight because I'm doing kind of a on base curl. So on base curl, that's when you go way down low towards the scalp. And so it gives you a tighter curl. So you see me going down, way down low towards the scalp, that's going to give you a tighter curl. If you do more of a curl where you don't go down as far towards the client's scalp, it's going to give you a looser curl. So I'm doing tighter curls, especially in the top and in the front. Those are little tips and little pointers. And the fringe bang area on this mannequin, I left it with a little bit of length. So next time I style it out or curl it, I can make it where the top, the crown, the fringe bang area where the curls are not so tight, I can make the curls looser. See how tight the curls are? That's because when I'm curling it with this curling iron or flat iron, I'm actually going way down close to the scalp. And when you do that, we call that in cosmetology school on base. And that'll make the curl tighter. That'll make the curls tighter. Anytime you see a stylist doing that, it's going to make the curls tighter. And then you can take these curls in a variety of directions. There's no right or wrong. But if you don't want parts and sectionings to be showing, you don't want the client's scalp showing, then it's better to do like a variety of different directions when you get to the crown and the top. Now the sides and the back, You may want to do what we call row curls, ROW curls in a row, where you just go straight down or straight down the head. Some stylists put, waves on the side. They don't finger wave or wave up the entire head. They may just put them on the sides, and that's it. I mean, most clients, they're fine if you just do that. So here I'm just showing you, when you're combing out and styling out the pixie styles, you can use various different tools. You can use your fingers. You can use the ends of a rat tail comb that I just showed you. You can use some of those combs that have the picks on the ends that I showed you at first. And you can also use a rake comb, R-A-K-E. I mentioned it in the other video. And so right here, I'm using a rake comb. So what rake combs do, they kind of break up the curls, meaning they kind of separate the curls, but they don't comb out the curls. So when I say comb out the curls, they don't just loosen up your curls and make them disappear. Like, it don't comb them all out. It just kind of rakes them, where it just kind of moves them around and separates them a little bit. But it doesn't make it where you just lose all your curls. So that product that I was showing you is called Oil-Free Shine. Oil-Free Shine. Like, sometimes you may want your hair, the client's hair, to shine, but not be so oily. Because some people have very soft hair, very lightweight hair, or, a lot of time pixie clients have relaxed hair. So you don't want to put all that oil in their hair. And some people don't want a lot of oil in their hair. So this is an oil-free shine product that I'm using. And it helps the hair to shine. And it helps the hair to look like maybe that you put some oil sheen in there, but you actually didn't. So you can put it in there, and it's not going to weigh the hair down. It's not going to make the hair oily nor greasy. So it's great for people with softer, finer hair textures when you don't want that oil to weigh that hair down. So I'm still styling, and I'm just showing you, the different tools I'm using. I know the view may not be that great. I'm putting a little bit of holding spray on the hair, because once you kind of style the hair out and you like how it's looking, or it's kind of coming together for you in your own mind's eye, and you're liking how it looks, then of course you want to put a little holding spray on there. And there's all kind of holding spray. Usually you're going to see me using Got to Be Glued, which is a heavier, firmer holding spray. But usually when I'm using a mannequin, that's what you're going to see me use on a mannequin. On a client, I will be using Kenra. They have a holding spray that's kind of lightweight, and I will be using that. So here you are. I sprayed a little bit more of that oil-free shine. And again, there's no oil at all. It just gives you shine. So that's why you see this mannequin's forehead looking kind of shiny. But promise you, it's not oily. And they sell it. You can get it in your local beauty supply. I don't think they would sell it in Sally's, but you can pretty much get it in your local beauty supply in your neighborhood. So I'm styling out the front. Sorry that the view is not all that great. I'm sure I'm going to move it so that you can see it a little better. But pretty much when you get to the top, you're pretty much just breaking up the curls, because you've kind of curled it to where the curls are going in all different directions. So you shouldn't have any gaps. Then I'm showing you this comb. And I'm kind of styling it out. I don't know why. I'm sorry I don't have the view all that great up here. But I'm just not even combing the curls out. I'm kind of just lifting them up, just to give a little height to the top, to the fringe area. That's all I'm doing. The back, I just bump those. You know, most of the time with pixie cuts and pixie styles, you don't see a lot of curl around the sides and back. You just see usually some slight curl and then just a rake out where you're using a rake comb and you're just raking it out. That's normally what you see. Just, again, I apologize for this bad view. I thought it was better, but my bad. Still styling it out. And this is a mannequin, so I can definitely move it around and position it wherever I would like to move her. So I put it down because it was up too high. So here's your better view. So really, again, like I said, you see the curls at the top. They still look really tight. That's because I really didn't comb it out. You know, most clients who wear these styles, they want the curls to stay in there so that their style can last, you know, a couple of weeks or so. And they can just kind of wrap their hair down with the scarf to lay the sides and back down. And the top will still be curled. So as you can see, I really didn't comb out the curls. And out here you see me styling it. Because when you get to the end and you're doing the finishing touches, you can always use your fingers to kind of separate the curls more. You can use your fingers to do some intricate placement. And you can use your fingers to kind of move the curls around where you want them. The back, you know, you can do the same with that. You're doing just some tweaking. The same in the front and on the sides, you can do the same thing. So as you can see, you don't really see any gaps because as you curl the hair and you take the curls in these different directions, it's going to make it where there's impossible to have a hole or a gap. And by a hole or a gap, I mean impossible to see the scalp. So here's like the finished look. Cute. With the front going kind of back. And here's the back of it. Cute. Cute. Just a quick little quick style for you guys. This is where I'm located in Swanee, Georgia, which is North Atlanta, close to Duluth, Johns Creek.